Afternoon, comrade subscribers. Hope everyone's well. So looking at another Tesla PMD 85. It's a Model 2 this time. Last time we had a look at a 2A, which is a slight improvement on the 2. Want to know we'll do our daily Wanson's Electricity House temperature update here in Port Macquarie. So it looks like it's about 25 degrees. So it might be a storm today, don't know, but it's not too bad at the moment. Anyway, so from communist Czechoslovakia, actually the Slovak part, Tesla PMD 85, 8080 based machine. So that means it requires plus 12 volts and plus minus 5 volts. So we need 3 different voltage levels for the RAM and the CPU. It came with a PMD10 power supply, but I don't think this is the correct power supply for this Model 2, because if we look on the side, so that's the power input there. So it's a threaded plug. It's 7-pin, circular 7-pin. That's TV and that's video output. So what the PMD10 comes with is a 5-pin DIN. What's it? Yeah, 5-pin DIN. So you can see it is a screw lock, but that does not match. So if I want to get this working today, I am going to have to, I would say, change that plug. Anyway, so I've shown videos before. Have a look at the end of the video. There'll be a link to the playlist, so where I've pulled apart the PMD10. So I think I've pulled apart the PMD10. I'll probably do the same. There's a bit of a rattle, even though I can't use it. Yeah, here we go. Here's the output specs. You see there, plus 12 volts 1 amp, plus 5 volts 2.5 amps, and minus 5 volts 0.4 amps. And Tesla Bratislava, so which is in Slovakia, PMD10. Yeah, so let's open this up. So there's also some comes with a Euro plug, obviously. This particular one, it's hardwired. I do have a PMD10 where it plugs in like a kettle, like for a hot water kettle. Anyway, there is some damage on this plug, so as I need to replace this, I'm going to chop the plug off and then put some heat shrink over the damaged cord there, just to I think that's about it, rather than replace the whole cable. Might be a bit easier. So I'll pull this one apart first, even though I can't really use it at the moment, and then we'll open this one up. The only other thing is, this is where the EEPROM is. Slides off. So this is the basic ROMs. So there's a whole bunch of ROMs probably. Looking at the back, we've got all the other interfaces, like I've shown on my other one, PMD 85.2. I'll just zoom in for you. There we go. There's the details. Right, so let's open up the PMD10. Fix the cable. So of course I could change that, but I don't think I'll be able to readily find that type of plug. Certainly not at my local J-car. So anyway, let's see how easy it is to replace it when I open it up. Okay, so this could do with a bit of a clean actually. Might do that when I open it up. So I don't know, that looks like security snot. Looks like maybe security snot there to show it hasn't been opened up. So basically 4 screws. I'll open her up and then I'll be back. Kind of like the plastic wrap on a screen. So once you get rid of the security snot, try and find. I think that might be it there. There we go. So yeah, I'm guessing I'm the first one to open this one up. Okay. I assume lift this off. Da -da -da, da -da 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 -da. Okay, we've got the plug on the end. Probably need to. There you go, the screws. Something a bit stuck. Maybe the screw's not come all the way out. The screw hasn't come all the way out. Certainly a lot of, yeah, we've got lots of kind of bits of plastic falling out. So something has broken in there. There we go. Okay, I can go give that a quick wash. Ooh, okay. Lots of Tesla parts. What's plastic that's broken in here? Okay, alright, there's all the screws. So what's fallen on the ground are bits and pieces of plastic. So I've got the input here. Oh no, that's the output there, isn't it? So I like the capacitors. So they've still kind of got printed on the plain metal, but then they've actually got proper little sheaths on them. I might give this a. Still, yeah, bits of plastic rolling around underneath this. Just trying to figure out where it's come from. Bit dusty, so we could blow that out a bit. Otherwise, we'll have a quick look. So 220 volt AC input this side. Looks pretty well made. So we've got transformer, got 4 diodes there, so rectification there, I guess. Guessing that's a transistor. Oh, that's a pretty clever guess, Brett. Another transformer. What are these type? 7805, 7812, so we've got our 5 volts and our 12 volt regulators there. I can actually replace those. I do actually have modern replacements. So overall it looks pretty decent. Looks like it probably would work. Fuses there. Yeah, it looks alright otherwise. Might give it a bit of a clean before I power it on. Anyway, so that's the power supply. So I'll might give this a bit of a clean, fix up the power cable, and give it a bit of a wash. And I think for the actual PMD 85, I'll yeah, let's open it up and see if we can change that power input. Right. So this is the Mean Well power supply that I normally use for these sort of things. It's got a DIN plug. You can see here the outputs. There we go. So let's take the basic ROM off. Okay. Ooh, Phillips head. Oh, okay. 2 Phillips, 2 flat. I'll open her up. And we'll have a peek inside. Okay, that's 4 screws out. Okay. There's a screw there. Ah, that's right, I forgot. There's one more screw just under there. Flathead. Alright, come on. Okay. I think that should be it then. Yeah, that's a bit better. Lift up and over. Something's still stuck in the corner there. Oh, there we go. Okay, keyboard attached. Cool. 8255, so that'll be what the interface, programmable interface adapter or whatever. There's the 8080 Tesla. Alright, let's just disconnect the keyboard like so. Okay, a little piezo speaker on the bottom, sprayed silver like in the US. So here's basically it. So this is the main machine here. Then we have the expansion at the back. So we've got some more 8255s. Got another pair of 8255s there. Oh, we've got a Soviet made in SSSR. But it's mostly Tesla. Mostly Czechoslovakian chips. All the memory. So I think it's 48K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 banks of 16. I think the 2A's got 64K. Anyway, so there's the power there. 1, 2, 3. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Oh my word. Let's have a closer look. Okay, so we've got the 8080 there, Tesla. 8228, I'm not sure what that does off the top of my head. Then we've got the system ROM firmware. Then we've got the 8255, which I assume is for the keyboard interface. Keyboard interface there. Like I said, then we've got the RAM here. What's it say? Malaysia? Oh, looks like imported RAM. Maybe. Looks to be. Fingers crossed. It might work then. Then over here, so say we've got, so that's video out on the side there. That's the DIN video out. Then we've got the TV out, which is an interesting connector there. And then we've got the power input. I assume that's the power input. Wow, look at that. Look at those tantalums. Look how close they are to each track, to each power, voltage rail. Wow. Yeah, they're connected to it. Oh, it's close. Anyway, so that will be the one I can try and replace. Unscrew it. No, it's riveted in place. Not a problem. I can do some sort of temporary patch, see if it works. And yeah, then on the back here, we've got a bunch of connectors. So this peripheral, this expansion peripheral board actually comes out by disconnecting it there. And then this is obviously the ROM interface up there as well. So say another pair of 8255s for the expansions. One of those is cassette magnetophone. Not sure off the top of my head, but we've got parallel serial. I think there's a GPIO, and I think there's one that's IEEE 488 compatible almost. And then we've got this made in Soviet Union chip here, 8053, so whatever an 8053 does. And we have our resistor packs, resistor arrays. So there we go. What's that? Okay, interesting. Yeah, there we go. So I think, I don't think it's RGB because it's an 8080, so I think it might just be monochrome. I'm not sure, although there is a couple of wires there. I'll have a look. So video cable, and I need to patch this power. I need to figure out what the power rails are, so I can maybe check what goes to the 8080. So I need to go check the pin out of the 8080. All right, let's see. I just noticed and remembered when I looked at the 2A model, there's that strange chip there that obviously it doesn't really fit properly. So they've had to chop off a leg. Let me just grab a poker. So they've had to chop off a leg and then move that leg to where that leg would have gone in and chop that leg off. And it's interesting also, it's almost like it's been misprinted. You know, you're used to the labelling going that way rather than vertically. And then we've got these bits here, these chips here as well, which has got the extra leg. You know, 3 legs on one side, so no hole for the other one. So we'll just put it up there. Interesting construction techniques. So I'm not a fan of these types of resistor arrays. I think the Soviet ones are better. So yep, that's yep, that was about it. Oh, I was just looking at this. So this is the RF modulator. So I'm guessing if it's going to take 5 volts, that would mean that this wire here, that would be the 5 volt input, I guess. And then, I don't know, one's -5 and the other one's 12. With these, again, these tantalums so bloody close. Yeah. All right. That was it. More. Yeah. I don't know about that. That's a little bit too close for my liking. Yeah, maybe like that. Let's see. I have the pinouts. Put that down there. So, ground is pin 2. Ground is pin 2. -5 volts is pin 11. +5 is pin 20. And +12 is pin 28. So, continuity tester. So pin 2 is ground. What looks like a ground rail. Alright, it's ground rail. So pin 20, it's apparently 5 volts. Is that 5 volts? So I'm just testing the wire that goes into the modulator. Yep, so that outer rail there is 5 volts as we expected. So pin 11 is -5. So Ux, Cux, Colmen, Elia, V's, Cools, Satan, Cux, and Ulixen, Kuminen. Ux Toyster. Ux Toyster, number 11. Is it the blue or the red? So it's the blue one beside. Yeah, so that one's +5. That one's -5. Which means Cux come into Cardexon. So Cux Kut Ux, Cux Colmenelia V's Cools, Satan Cardexon. Cux Kut Cardexon. +12 volts is the red one. Yep. Alright, so there doesn't seem to be any continuity between them. which is which is good. So that what? Wait a second. Very, very close, these tantalum legs. Okay. So let us make up a 5-pin DIN as per the Mean Well. As you can see here, we've got the pin out there for the Mean Well. I can never remember. Oops. Sorry, dropped the microphone. Looking at it, so pin 2 is always at the bottom. So I think it's pin 1 looking at the plug. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Okay, so I don't have any 5-pin DIN inline sockets. I've only got panel mount. So what do you reckon? I've done it before on I think a partner Soviet computer. But if I want to say it's riveted in, so I just pop out those rivets, then I could probably just about replace it. Looks like there's enough metal there for socket, for screw holes. So I might try and do that. I'll just do a close up. So that's what I'm replacing. I'm going to try to replace those 3 wires there with obviously ground between the TV and the video output. So yes, let's give it a try. Okay, I might be able to use a Dremel for this maybe. How can I do this without blocking the camera? That's one off. I think should just push through now. Where's something I can use? Push through. Yeah, all right. So I got one of them out. So I guess I'll do, don't know if I'll be able to reach the bottom ones there. Okay, I don't know if there's any. There we go. 2 out. Probably take the wiring off, shouldn't I? Yeah, I might desolder the wires and then I'll be able to get the rest of it. Okay, let's continue. Can I get that one there? I can probably get that one here. Got to be careful of this. This is a bit, the EEPROM connector's a bit wobbly. Or maybe just chop it. Maybe chop it from the other side. No, I can't get to it. I'll have to get the board out. I don't want to dismantle it too much. That's it. No. Come on, come on. Alright, I think this is going to be a bit fiddly, so I'll be back. Oh, got it. I think the 4th one's going to be fiddly. So I'll be back once the 4th one is done, I think, and the last one. Alright, that's 3 done. Just 1 more to go. Done. So the last bit I managed to get out just by, that was down the bottom corner. See, I couldn't get a proper hold of it, so I just kind of levered it out and managed to push it out through. So that's the part. So it looks like kind of like a mil-spec part, doesn't it? So there is some, I thought there was some part number, just trying to get the right angle of light. Maybe if I bring the light over, whoop, Gotta get my collective Truda. I got this, bought this in Tallinn bloody 20 odd years ago. About collective kommunistigo Truda Labour. Collective Communist Labour or something. And then we've got some saying by Mr. Lenin. Something Pridem k pobed kommunistego Truda. Yeah, I know, that was completely butchered. Sorry, I had to take that off. That was restricting my light from moving over here. And the part again was... I'm probably better off using the loop. Oh no, it's on the other side, wasn't it? There we go. Well, unless it's a serial number. I might just look at it at the loop. I can't. Not making it any... Alright, oh, it's because it's upside down. WK46248. That's the part number. Now that I've read it out, it's a bit, yeah, WK46248. So I don't know if that's the part number. But yeah, if we can get that part. Right, let me just tidy it up. Let's chop this last bit off. Okay, push it out through. Now, question is, okay, that's reusable. Will I be able to get my 5-pin DIN suitably installed there? I really need to bring it out of the case, I think. The hole looks just too small, so I just need to make it a little bit bigger. But otherwise, I should be able to do it. So 4 screws and the board's out. So let me just get some anti-static or something. Okay, so the EEPROM connector, we've just got a couple of connectors here which connect it to the peripheral board. It's an interesting sound. Was that double side? Oh yeah, okay, a bit of foam. There's the underside. Okay. There we go. Put that safely there. Okay, that's a bit easier, isn't it? So just a little bit too small. I could probably force it. Dremel or drill or file? Maybe just a file actually. So I put it backwards like that. So I could, depending on how I drill the hole or make the hole bigger. So I could, there is a hole that lines up there for a screw, and then I could put a new screw up the top there. I put it in kind of that way. Alright, time to do some filing. Getting there. Before I start filing, I thought just out of interest, just check. So the DIN socket I'm using is what, 15 mil. Looks to be 15 mil, and the hole I've got at the moment is 14 mil by the looks of it. So actually that's quite a bit. Quite a bit. I got a, yeah, 14 mil. Just doing that one there. That's actually, yeah, that's what, 13 mil. Oh, okay, but it's got to be bigger for the thread. So yeah, 14 mil. All right, so I've got a mil I need to file off. All right, less than a minute, because of course 1 mil diameter is half mil on the radius, isn't it? So just done a little bit, and I can pretty much kind of force it in like so. So that's kind of good enough for me, I think. Probably, okay, maybe just down the bottom bit I could probably... Oh no, it's against... It's knocking against that ridge there actually. So I could probably just turn it around a bit. Or I could just force it in. Yeah, I just need to just turn it a bit, I think. Where's my din turning tool? And then it would go in. Yep, kind of go in. So it doesn't really line up with any holes. But I could drill. I could drill new ones. What do you reckon? Yeah, give it a go. So what I'll do is actually, I think solder it while it's in place. I think that's probably the best thing to do, solder it while it's in place. But I'd have to double check the outputs. Yeah, all right. Let me drill some holes, secure it, solder it up, and then find out it doesn't work. I haven't had much luck with 8080 based Eastern Bloc machines, but we'll see. One of the good things about this is that a lot of it's socketed. I do have replacement 8080s and 8255s. I don't know about these other ones, 8228s. And of course, all the RAM is socketed as well. How beautiful is that? Anyway. Yes. You guys are 100% correct. I should solder on some wires before I install it. It would be much easier. So that's what I've done. I didn't have any green, unfortunately, so I've followed there. I've not really followed theirs. Okay, so I'm going to put it in that way. Pins 1 and 2 are ground, and I'll put these. I was going to put some heat shrink over them and install it. Let's see. I don't know how much more of this I can do. It's getting a bit humid in here. Still about 26 degrees. Anyway, there we go. The DIN socket's in. Drilled 2 new holes, so it's secured in. Got my new wires to replace these wires and just connect up the ground. And it's just a matter of figuring out what the video output is, because we've got one wire here. Oh, that might be no ground. No, got one wire here coming from the RF modulator. Then we've got 4 other wires connected there. So maybe there is RGB sync and audio, perhaps. Okay. Anyway, let's finish off the power, and then I'll track down the pinout for the video. Then we'll see if it works. If it's not working, I don't know how much troubleshooting I'm going to do today. Let's see, the video's already getting a bit too long. Anyway, let's continue. Done. Power's done. I'm not too happy about it, but yeah, I have offset. I've got 12 volts, and I've brought minus 5 volts back here, and then I've got 5 volts up there. Probably should change these tantalums. So we've got 247 microfarad, 6.3 volts, and then we've got a 15 microfarad 16 volt on the 12 volt rail. Yeah. I'm not really happy with this kind of design. I don't like these power rails so close to the ROM lines, and I certainly don't like these tantalum legs just crossing. Yeah, anyway. So I might take I should have some tantalum replacements. Otherwise I guess I could replace them with electrolytics. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, I think I've finished the power. I'm not sure how much more I can do today. I'd like to try and power it on, but that means figuring out the video. But so I've put the tantalums on underneath the board rather than there. So we've got the 12 volt one, got the -5, and we've got the +5. Hopefully, I don't know, is it an improvement? At least they're not kind of, so we've got, that's the negative rail there, that's the -5 rail, that's the +5 rail, that's the 12 volt rail. Alright, alright, okay, I guess I need to do the video, see if it works. And if it doesn't work, then okay, we'll do troubleshooting in the next part. But at least, you know, we can just pull out ROMs and CPUs and stuff. Okay, pin out.